Man, I should have been a rapper. That looked like fun.
Oh, how you gonna rip it like this, son? How you gonna rip it like that, son? I don't play that because it's action.
But I need a gimmick.
Because I'm black, son. That's right, I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep. I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep.
He needs some milk.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back from boxing. Now, man, wild stuff, man, wild stuff. Dillian White was talking about how Andy Ruiz was out of shape and how he he needs to stop eating so much and train. And Andy Ruiz basically claps back, man, with a Twitter post, man. Really funny stuff, man. He basically shows the guy getting stopped in devastating fashion. And he basically says, hold this L, man. You guys see the tweet right there. Crazy stuff, man. Now, it's funny because I talked about yesterday how Dillian White and Andy Ruiz they're basically top 5 in the WBC. And it's really easy to make a fight between those two fighters. That being said, that'd be a really big fight, and it can really happen anywhere. You know, it can happen in Mexico, it can happen in Britain, it can happen in Vegas, or it can happen in New York. Those would be really big places for Andy Ruiz and Dillian White to fight. You know, a lot of times people talk about the top guys fighting easily, and these not only can Dillian White and Andy Ruiz fight, but it could be for a title shot with this whole case with Tyson Fury fighting this case with UCOD. Now, it's wild because I said it before how Dillian White is an intern champion, and sometimes the WBC, or the sanctioning bodies, most of the time they have you fight for a belt. They can just have this belt granted. And if this is granted by Dillian White, that basically gives him a year and a half to basically fight anyone. That being said, if he fights anyone, if he can fight anyone and he gets the WBC title, which the WBC most likely will do it, granted that title, him fighting Andy Ruiz is probably like it's an easy fight to make. It's a lot of money into it, and besides Dillian White fighting Deontay Wilder, it's the biggest fight he can make. That's not a unification fight with Anthony Joshua. So, man, you know, I'm really excited to see how this whole thing unfolds, man. They're talking trash back and forth. Everyone's training really hard, and right now everyone's focused. Everyone right now who's a boxer is training right now. They're in the gym, and they're not playing no games, man. It's just training, eat, sleep, train, and trash talk other fighters. It's testosterone all day. I was actually I heard this one study actually saying that if you're in jail, you're around other men who are dangerous, that actually boost your testosterone. And right now, man, all it is these athletes locked up, talking trash to other athletes, training and talking trash and training and talking trash. That's all they're doing right now, man. There is no playtime. There's no large mobs, not large groups of people to hang out with. There's no partying. There's just hard work and dedication. And everyone seems like they're really bad at it right now. So, you know, Andy Ruiz is training really hard. I'm positive. He's throwing these moves out there. They seem like they have some professional work done to them. You know what I mean? You guys see the meme, and not anyone could just do that. You know, that being said, Andy Ruiz has money behind him. You know, he has millions of dollars behind him. And a lot of people really want to see Andy Ruiz fight in Mexico again. And there was a time that when Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, they're really pushing that fight to go to Mexico. So we're going to see how this whole thing unfolds, man. A lot of money behind Andy Ruiz, a lot of culture behind Andy Ruiz, and there's a lot of history behind the guy. You know, people don't realize, and they're so mad about that one loss where Andy Ruiz fought Anthony Joshua the second time. The first time, you know, Andy Ruiz made history. He was the first Mexican heavyweight champion in America, you know. So that was a really big deal. This guy is historic. We're literally watching, like, history in the making. You know, we already seen history in the making, and we can we see him do it twice? There's a really good possibility Andy Ruiz can do it twice, man. Now I'm gonna pay attention to this trash talk between Dillian White and Andy Ruiz, and there's a lot of energy put behind those two fighters because it's just an easy fight to make. So pay attention to Andy Ruiz and when Dillian White really talking to trash back and forth to each other, and pay attention to their promoters, Eddie Hearn and what PBC and Al Heyman say, because this fight could easily be made. Pay attention to reporters because they will be asking questions about this fight. You got weeks of quarantine, man, and these two fighters are talking trash. They're gonna keep doing it for weeks on end. I guarantee it. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. I thought it was interesting, man. They're trash talking each other. They're throwing memes at each other. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobox Empire. Peace.